Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a loot guide that's going to make you over 10 million rubles per hour right now in Escape from Tarkov. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more PvE content. Now guys, I just uploaded a video about labs this morning, and normally I would never do this. I would never upload back-to-back videos that are very similar in concept because it's not my intention to farm you guys for views, farm you guys for clicks, but this loot guide, this new and improved loot run on labs is too good not to share, and I think it will actually be nerfed. I think they're going to revert this buff to labs because it's too broken right now. It's absolutely insane, and when you are throwing this many rigs in your backpack and getting this much space and pulling this much loot out of a raid, 3 raids, 20 minutes apiece, every single hour, you're making over 10 mil. Easy every single time. So, let's talk about what I got going on here and, what you could do to kind of give yourself the best chance to survive these raids on labs and what equipment you're going to need to go in with. So when it comes to my rig, I just pick something that has a ton of space, MPPV. When it comes to my armor, the Current has felt really, really good recently. I don't know what it is about it, but it has felt absolutely amazing. So I've been running that. Weapon, whatever your personal preference is, headphones, and whatever else you want to throw on, all your personal preference. As for the backpack, we got the raid bag on, we got an MPPV. Now, I don't have 3 MPPVs because you can only have 2 in your inventory at one time. That does include the one you are wearing. And then we have an AVS here, and then we have 2 LBCRs here, and we have plenty of spaces for 2x2s. We got plenty of space for a shit ton of other stuff. And then we're running double injector case. This is extremely important. You could find up to 50 stims in one raid with this loot guide today. 50! The most I found is 49. So when it comes to how you're setting up your backpack, you probably want it to look something like this because of the sheer amount of loot you're actually pulling out of the raid. As for the key cards you're going to need for this one here today, you're going to need blue, you're going to need black, and you're going to need green. Now, Sanitar's room is optional. You can grab the Sani key if you would like, but it's kind of at an odd angle where it's just not worth it for me to even take the chance of being one-tapped across the lab. So I don't personally do it, but I will show you where it's at. If you don't know, I will mention it. And you could definitely hit over 50 stims by hitting Sani's room, assuming it has been maybe buffed a little bit as well. So, let's grab an Acez card. Let's get in there. One more thing real quick. Make sure you bring enough ammo to handle some PMCs. Bring a couple grenades as well, because they did add PMCs in the quarantine hallways. I don't know if that's because of how much I've been talking about how safe of loot runs it is, or if they just realize they need to put some PMCs there. Either way, doesn't matter. They're pretty easy to take care of, especially if you got grenades to move them out of a corner or at least figure out where they are. You'll be all right. So let's head in. All right, so based on our spawn, we are going to hit Black Room first. Probably what I'd recommend, to be honest, so you can get all the free loot for your container. All right, let's see what we got. Can we get a LEDX first? I'm just gonna make sure we lock that in. Didn't even get to finish my sentence. Alright, let's start where we always start. So let's see how many stims we're gonna get. If we could get 30 out of here, that would be best case scenario. About 30. But you pretty much need all the spawns to hit for that. Which so far we are doing pretty well. Yeah, we're kind of on pace for 30 right now. Just out of Black Room. Alright, we missed some spawns here, so maybe not. Still got a good chance, though. We got a LEDX, so can we really complain? Probably not. Yeah, we missed some spawns over here, too. So if you're wondering how often the LEDXs have been hitting, at least for me, it's about 1 in 3 raids, and there's some vitamins. I know people need those right now, so probably salivated at that. They're about 1 in 3. Same with the ophthalmoscopes. And I've been finding a toothpaste pretty much almost every single raid as well, which has been really nice, especially if you're doing those thick items case barters. Make sure I didn't miss any. So we will add these up in just a second. Once we grab the rest of the stims in here. I could probably just make the LEDX the thumbnail, to be honest. All right, God, wow, that is a lot of stims. Holy. All right, so we have 18 right here. And then we have another, what is that, 9? So 27 stims and a Ledex we just pulled out of Black Room. That's so insane. It's so insane. Alright, so let's see what blue has in store for us. Check blue, then we'll check the rest of the quarantine area. Now, I've hit blue a few times since making the video. I still haven't gotten the Ledex out of here yet. But when it comes to just the loose loot in here, it's significantly better. I'm getting a stim almost every single time now, if not more than one. The most I pulled out of here has been 5 or 6 so far. There's our stim right there. Amazing. Little CMS. There's 2 stims, 3 stims. Yeah, blue is just significantly better. It's not Black Room by any means, but it's worth actually coming here now. You could hypothetically eventually pay that key card off, even without hitting a Ledex. See what we got in here. Okay. What was that, 4 stims? I mean, we take that all day long. Yeah, 4 stims is solid. There's the current stim inventory, just out of the 2 keycard rooms. It would just be phenomenal if we could hit the 50 stim mark. I haven't been able to do it yet. Like I said earlier, 49 has been what I've hit, and I've been trying to hit 50 stims for a hell of a title of a video. Alright, next up is going to be, well, if we have any spawns here. We do have an AFAC down here. We can check for raiders as well. Give it a little peek. Looks good. We have a toolbox. Toolbox can spawn there. It's not there now. We also have a duffel spawn right there, but this time it's a pineapple juice. Alright, so we gotta check the hallway here. Looks clear, actually, so yeah, it looks pretty good. So we're pretty much getting all free loot here. So one thing that I literally just learned probably 2 or 3 raids ago is that toothpaste actually can spawn in here, right here on the ground. So I will now be checking this every single time. Had no idea it could spawn there. So we still got an empty MPPV. Starting to fill up our AVS. That LBCR is full. And that LCBR is almost filled with stims. It'll be full once we hit green. Which this will be green's debut here on the channel. Alright, so right there is Sanitar's room. Kind of up to you. Alright, so one thing I have been doing, I don't know if you need to do it, but I'm just going to tell you what I've been doing, is I've been pretty much crouching in the entire green room. I don't remember if green is wall-bangable. I think it is. I don't think the windows are bulletproof, so that is why I crouch, because just how aim-locky the PMCs are, I don't even take the chance. So you can see, like, we're kind of at the head level where you could just be one-tapped. There is a wall out here, and there's another one right here. But there are a couple angles they could catch. So me personally, I crouch walk along the entire room. You don't have to, but I just do it for safety to make sure I don't get smoked. So we got some gold chains here, a little chainlet. Since we got the space, we'll take it. See what else we can find in here. Hopefully something good. See a couple things over there. So yeah, it's a little grueling watching this, and I'll probably just cut this part out. At least when I'm walking to the loot. Little mule in the table. Might need that. Keep getting lucky, maybe. Another stim right there. More vitamins. Don't get jealous. I'm not doing it to you on purpose. To everybody who still needs Crisis. Well, truthfully, green has been a little underwhelming so far. Actually, you know what? 2 mules and an ATG, I won't complain. if they're going to give me the best stims, I'll take quality over quantity for sure. Alright, let's see what we got in here, if anything. I think the treasure spawn is hit every single time for me. Wow, nothing else loose-wise. Actually, yeah, we'll take Golden Star. Not bad. Skull Ring, yeah. Good stuff. Gave us bonus chainlets as well. Now, because I have all this extra space still, I am just going to take everything here when it comes to the weapon attachments and all that. If you want to be selective, perfectly acceptable for you to do that. Just it does get to a point where this is close enough to the end of the loot run where it does not bother me one bit to take shittier stuff. Alright, now we got some sort of medicine on the other side of the table here. No PMCs interrupting us, which I'm actually a little surprised. We got a stim here as well. Blood set, yeah. And a hemostat, yeah. Nice. And nothing on the shelves. Alright, so that is pretty much the loot run. We have a rogue stim there that I missed. That's pretty much the loot run, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be heading to sewer for a safe extract. But it just kind of depends on where you like to extract. If you're going to get more loot from this point on, I will be. But it's kind of personal preference for you. Alright, so we have one more spawn we got to worry about, which is down there. So far, so good. And I think we're good, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're good. Alright, so we are out of raid, and I made our rubles pretty attractive and easy to remember what it is. 87.5 million on the dot, and we are going to be seeing how much everything gets us from that run. Took us about 20 minutes, don't know the exact time, but about 20 minutes, so you could comfortably get about 3 of these raids in per hour. So we would need to make at least 3.3 million here for this to be a 10 million an hour run. Let's do it. Alright, so right here is everything we're quick selling to Therapist, and right here is what we're going to be quick selling to Mechanic. We're going to be listing the PS rounds, and everything else still left in my inventory is going to be listed on the flea market in some way, shape, or form. So let's quick sell all of this real quick, and I can obviously show you that. When it comes to listing everything and selling everything on the flea market, that's going to take a lot longer to do, so I probably will not, you know, obviously show you everything like I am right now in real time. So right here on our Therapist quick sell is a milli, pretty much even. It's already over 1 million. Alright, let's get to selling on the flea market. Alright, here is everything that we got left to sell on the flea market. This LEDX might just save our ass. I don't know if we would have hit 3 mil without it, but this L1 snuck through, so we got to quick sell that, but everything else is about to be listed on the flea. Alright, so we are down to the LEDX and the Impact Nade. We do have a little bit of stuff still left on the flea that will not sell within this video. We got 4 Augmentin up there. We just got undercut to shit the moment I listed this up. So we got about 100,000 in Augmentin. And then we also have the Gold Skull Ring still up there, which got undercut pretty much immediately for, you know, 64K. So we got about 160K still outstanding on the flea, so we'll have to take that into an account. Let's go ahead and collect everything else, though. All right, so we are at 90.1. That's not bad at all. So we were at, I believe, 87.5, right on the money. So when we're sitting at 90 million, 100,000, 22, and 96, that's not bad considering we still have a LEDX in our inventory. Because right now we are sitting on 2.62 million in profit, not counting our labs card cost. So let's see what LEDXs are. And that's not counting the 160K, which is going to fit perfectly into this. So we have about 160K still outstanding in our offers. And LEDXs are currently valued at 850 to 900,000. We'll call it 850 since that's what we'll see. We're going to call it a million more flat. Let me just see what the fee would be hypothetically. I'm not going to sell the LEDX. Another like 35K off of that basically. So we made right around 3.5 3.6 million off of this run with the LEDX. Like I said, LEDX is kind of like 1 and 3, 1 and 2 kind of area. But I'm actually surprised we didn't make as much as I thought we would. Mainly because we just didn't get like super quality stims. I think we had like 8 or 10 adrenaline, which is not a quality stim over the other ones. It only has like an 18k quick sell. So, it is what it is. We still had about 1 million in quick sell to therapists, but usually you want that to be around 1.3, 1.4. It really helps you out a lot. And then everything else that gets sold on the flea market. And we did not bring out a extra weapon because we did not have any engagements with PMCs or with raiders, but you could get those engagements as well. Not only could you pull an entire weapon out, you could pull some of the more expensive attachments, maybe some suppressors that'll be worth your time. And also, if you kill some PMCs, you get the dog tags as well. So, hey, that's still going to count, and we are still well within making our 10 million per hour, at 3.5, 3.6 million. Let's call it 3,500,000 just to be safe, just in case. That would put us at 10.5 million per hour in raid time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this loot guide here today. I know it's very similar to the video earlier this morning, but I had to let you know about this one because of how juiced it is and because of how confident I am that it will be nerfed very soon. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.